And it says we're live. I'm just going to wait a second till YouTube catches up so I can mute my volume there. Hello, everybody. Hola, aloha. And
Hey.
hi, everybody. Thank you for coming. Everybody say hi to Donnell and her big old smile. Yeah, let's get this party started. Hello, everybody. I'm going to go down or go up and say hi real quickly to everybody that's been chatting. So, Michelle from Michelle's Crafts and More, Beverly Akins, Carrie Leonard, Susan from Sewing Sensations by Shady Susan, tongue twister. Mona did what? Vintage Style by Joe. And Donnell, if I miss anybody, you can shout them out. Feel free.
Alrighty.
Debbie from In Quilt Vet.
Hey, Mama Debbie.
And going down, Mike, are you in the attic, Mike? Are you watching from the attic? And I know Rita is in here, Rowena.
Mary Webb.
Very good. So everybody, welcome to my first Monday night, which is a little different. I know that if you've seen me on Monday nights, you were used to seeing me on a panel with Rita and the ladies as we were going through our sampler so long. That's in the past. Hope you're working on it. And we'll be posting some videos and everything else about finished quilts in the future. But I've been having a conversation with Mona off screen for a while. And Mona and I were talking about really celebrating all the creators for whatever you create, whether you're a small YouTube channel, if you have a small shop, an Etsy shop, because I like watching all the small creators. And I said, well, I've been wanting to go live and hopefully get to meet all the small creators because I really want to push them and I want everybody to be able to purchase stuff from them if they sell things. And believe it or not, this is the first time that Donnell and I have ever really spoken. We chat a lot. We work the same hours, long hours. And
Yeah.
I'm always giving her a hard time because I'm jealous when she can chat more than I can. But we're in the chat a lot. And so I want to introduce you to Donnell. She's from Donnell Stitchery. I told her that she can have the show. You've seen her on other people's lives. But I want her to have a platform to talk about her channel and share all the good things that she has in her Etsy shop. Feel free to ask questions. I will try not to run my mouth. And I'll try to monitor the chat. But Donnell, I am going to make you a little bigger. And I'm just going to, not that way, stick you off to the side. And hey, Sheila and Andrea. And if I miss somebody, I'm sorry. But Donnell, let's just start telling what made you come about wanting to start a YouTube channel and who.
So the biggest thing was I'm a VIP member of Sew Becca's group. Have been for a little over a year now. And it was Sew Becca, myself, and actually Katie from the Greenland Quilter. We're all in discussion at one point. It was more of Sew Becca and Katie, but I was asking some questions too here and there because I was starting to get a little curious about becoming channel content creators and all. And hey, Irene, thank you for coming in. Hey, Andrea. So I started getting interested, and I'm like, I would like to be able to be more active in a community, do more giving back, as well as just having, because I don't have a whole lot of quilters by me. So this gives me the opportunity to actually be able to sew with people and discuss and show people the things I make or vice versa. And it gives me like a little bit more of that connection feeling. And so so I decided, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna give it a whirl. Try it out and everything, see if I like it. And my very first time was actually making one of my fuzzy sock kittens. I was thinking, okay, this is gonna be like a half an hour, 45 minutes. No, it wound up being a little over a 2-hour live stream for my very first one ever. And hardly anybody was in there, hardly anybody was chatting. Mama Jean from Jean Catch and Stitches actually she helped me out tremendously. She kept the conversation with me going, asking questions, just making comments that kept me talking because I was terrified. And when I say fuzzy sock kittens, so this is one that I've actually recently done.
He's so
I still need to put his
cute.
little whiskers on, but I take a pair of fuzzy socks, and it takes one pair of fuzzy socks to make this cute little thing. And I'm actually selling these for $7.50 a piece on my Etsy channel. I don't have them up on there yet because I'm putting the finishing touches to a few others before I get them all pictured and posted. So I'm hoping to have them all posted up there by the end of this weekend. But yeah, that's one of my favorite things to make. And whenever I do my small craft shows, they're my best sellers.
Well, you do a lot of very helpful tutorials through the whole talk through it. The things that really amazes me about you is your ability to sew and chat at the same time. Actually read the chat and not get scatterbrained like I do. But so now there is going to be 2 giveaways today
Yes.
because I did request that Donnell make a little goodie bag. You will have to be on the live to claim the goodie bag. And I don't know, Donnell, did you decide if you wanted to do that as a mystery bag style or?
Um, I'd say we can try and do like a little sneak peek of some of the items that would be in there.
Yeah, sneak peek is good. Sneak peek is good. So, hi, Kathy. How are you?
Hey, Kathy.
Thank you for stopping by.
So one of the items that will be in there is going to be my little lip balms. So my family is beekeepers for honeybees. We actually just recently caught a swarm that we believe was from one of our beehives that had broke off its swarms. And when I say swarm, it's where, thank you so much, Joe. Yeah, my sister-in-law actually made this for me and sent it to me. And she lives in Tennessee. She said she got her own Facebook channel and everything. This Saturday, I'll drop her link in my description box on my live stream. Um, but so I take beeswax and coconut oil and create my, as well as some essential oils and everything, to create my lip balms. And they're actually really good for like on your cuticles or like around really bad cold season for around the edges of your nose where it gets raw at. They're great for also for threading, for waxing your thread for if you're hand quilting.
Hi,
So that's
Deb.
one in there. And then I have like little tissue pouches that I have made up.
So cute. So cute.
Yes, and they come with I got a little thing of tissue in there, and they got a pocket where you could put either a lip balm or a lotion or whatever you want in it. And of course, a scrunchie. Gotta have the scrunchies.
Gotta have them.
And one of my wristband keychains. Now, I love this fabric.
That is
To
so
me, it
cute.
reminds me of like paint splotches.
So cute. They're complimenting you. They're
Thank
complimenting.
you. And then I actually from Lisa, I know I'm gonna say her last name, Lisa Marie Esposito. I actually had her make me some of those flower petals that you would do with like the yo-yos,
Mm-hmm.
or not yo-yos, but like those little template thingies. So I had her make me some of those flowers, and I hot glue buttons into the center and hot glued it to little bricks.
Attic Mike is saying that you're buzzing. Okay.
Mike, you are funny.
so so I know that there's a lot of creators and people out there that we get inspired from. And there's only so many things you can make. And there
Yeah.
I'm not crafty. And I quilt and I can do calligraphy, but that's about it. And hey Jane, how are you? So I get really jealous when I see these people that can make beautiful things. Mona makes me jealous because she makes beautiful bags. And Deb stepped in there. If you haven't seen Deb's pictures for the bag that she made,
Oh
it
my
was
gosh, yes. Stay on Mona's channel. That bag was gorgeous.
yeah, and she posted a pic on her community on her page. So pretty. So there's a lot of people that inspire me to do crafty things, and I know we steal ideas off of each other because I really want to venture into doing quilts. Are very very nice, but quilts are large and they're very time consuming.
They are. That's one reason why I got into making all these different crafts. Is because sometimes I feel just like lack of, I don't really know
Variety.
what word to put. Say lack of want to make a quilt, but I want to do something sewing. But I
Yes.
don't want it something big and drastic. I just want something that's quick and easy and fun to do that I can complete quickly. So I
Crafty.
started trying out a bunch of different crafts, and next thing I know, I have all these different things I make. And I'm like, okay, now what do I do with this?
Right, right. I understand that. Now, just as a teaser, before I even start, oh, you know what? Mona. I'm gonna try to do this giveaway thing, and if I mess up, you guys are just gonna be guessing numbers because. So hold on one second while I set that up, and it
That's
is
weird. Carrie also said that I'm buzzing. I'm not really what from, unless it's maybe the air conditioner that it's picking up. Let me try turning off
oh
my air conditioner, see if that fixes it.
oh no, you're fine.
Okay, does that sound better, guys?
I thought you were fine, and we are gonna do. All right, so I started a giveaway. I don't know if Nightbot's gonna. I don't even know if Nightbot turned on today. But anyway, it is exclamation mark Donnell. So I'm gonna type it in chat so you can see it. And we're gonna run it for a little while, and then we will draw for the first goodie bag that
And there's gonna be two of them,
Donnell.
and each one has slightly different things in it. Had to make them a little bit different.
Hey Kathy, how are you? How are you doing? I was like the wackward quilter. What was she trying to say? Yeah.
Yeah, who
So
knows?
and it might not. Hey, Liana.
Hey,
And,
Liana, type in exclamation Danelle. You can be able to enter the giveaway.
and two. It's two L's. So it's two L's. So hashtag DONNELL. And while we're doing that, I'm going to kind of put us back side by side. because Joe is on here, and Joe is another creator. I'm going to try and get her on one of my lives, on one of my Monday night lives. And some of our Monday night lives, we might sew, we might create, we might sit and chat, we might have a panel or whatever. But Joe makes cute little, um, these cute little, your phone holders to prop up really,
Oh,
really
that is
easy in the
adorable.
yeah, it is the cutest thing, really, really easy to make. You start making it and you can't stop. I will
That's how I've
say,
been with my kittens.
watch fabric placement because I have a whole bunch of upside down dinosaurs now. But I put Joe on Vintage Style by Joe. Her link is in the description, as well as the link to the video where she gives the instructions on making it. Super cute. I mentioned on Mona's live today in the chat um, that we will. We're 219 days away for Christmas, so you got to start making your Christmas gifts if you're crafty. But she has a one. Joe has a really, really cool channel too. A lot of good, nice, crafty things that I'm learning how to do and failing miserably at. So I was really pleased that I was able to make that. And so, do you ever, Donnell? Do you ever come up with your own thing, your own idea, your own, or is it all by patterns or?
Some of them, a lot of them are based upon um ideas I see, like things I'll see on YouTube and everything, and I'll watch a bunch of different videos, and then I'll try and tweak it to create my own. Like with my kittens, I watched videos on how to go about making the kittens on as far as how getting the body done up. But then it's my idea for every one of my kittens, their tail is always curled, and so the tip of it's always sewn down. I hand embroider every one of their faces, which this little guy still needs his little whiskers. Let me show this one.
Let me
So,
make him view a little bit big.
so every one of my kittens have their tails sewn down, and this is all hand stitched. The face is hand embroidered in, so that way there it's safe for the little ones, no choking hazard. And I always do a cute ribbon to go around it that matches the color of the kitten. And then like with my hanging bowl cozies, because I seen everybody doing bowl cozies, or they'll do like different shapes around the edges. I actually try and do mine with like a binding on it. So instead of doing the stitch and flip, I do like a quilt binding on mine and put a hook on it, so that way there, when you're not using it, you can hang it up for easy storage or for decoration.
So nice. So nice. So I was supposed to come on I was supposed to come on last week, Monday, but we had a really bad storm. Everybody's been getting storms around the country, and it seemed like we needed to build the ark. It was just raining so much it wouldn't
I know.
stop, and it was flooding outside, and there was all kind of lightning. But so I worked on something because you know how you have all those extra orphan blocks that
Yes.
you have lying around that you don't know what to do with. And I don't have a pattern for this. I just happened to see it on Amazon. So let me do it this way. And I keep messing this up. I took one of my orphan blocks and I stuffed it because I bought that polyfill to make those those phone holders.
Uh-huh.
Um, and on the back side, I made a whole bunch of pulley, touchy things
Oh,
because
like little fidget thingies.
yes, with a zipper that goes nowhere, that opens to nothing. And I
Oh my
made
God,
them.
I love it. That is so cute.
And so it was my prototype, and I made it for my one of my grandchildren. You know, they kept when they spend the time with me, they still have to do schoolwork, and none of them sit still. I mean, none of them sit still. And they're always fidgeting and they're always playing. And so I said, well, you know what? I'm just going to make these little pillows and I'm not going to overstuff them so they can hug it, flatten it out, play with it.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, oh, I could make a whole bunch and give it to the nursing homes for those people with dementia that just, you know, they tend to fidget a lot. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Mona, that is some of your grandma's lace. I've got your grandma's lace on there. I told you I was going to use it. So I decided to make some pillows, and I think that I am going to make
That would
that type.
also be good for like certain type for some kids that have like where they need fidgeting,
Well, I
like
also, and
fidget
this,
toy type of thing, but with pillows instead. That would be super cute for them too, for guests.
so I took it a little further, and this is another prototype, and I'll just kind of make this one a little bit bigger. This is just a mat. You know how you have a little mat,
Oh
and
yeah.
it has the same thing, same concept, zippers that go nowhere that they can put underneath their tablet while they're doing work, or kind of stuff it so they can play while they're thinking about their schoolwork. And I was thinking I could probably make some of those because it's less expensive and we all have scraps and crafty things, especially me from those projects I'm going to do and I just collect lace and everything. And I said, well, I could do a little mat with a little wristlet on it that they could also put on their wheelchair. And it's not a lap quilt, something really
Yes.
heavy. It could be something that, you know, and you can make bigger quantities if you want to do charitable giving, but your pocketbook is a little smaller to make those big, huge quilts. You could still buy some Walmart fabric and go to yard sales and pick up some antique lace or some buttons, you know, anything that's bound down really well.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, that's right. Kids with autism. So we do have an autism center here in the town that I live in. And I'm going to make a whole bunch for them because, um, you know, even as a grown up, I like to fiddle with things too, especially when I'm working and I'm in that 3 hour
Oh my
meeting.
gosh, yes. There's a lot of times when I'm working, I'll
Mhm.
actually have like I'll bring like the socks I'm gonna turn into kittens. I'll bring it down there to my desk and start cutting out the shapes I need and pinning it, and maybe even do a little bit of the hand sewing on it and everything while I'm waiting on hold on my phone calls. So that way that gives my hand something to do when I'm just sitting there.
All right. So, are you? Is- have you done the StreamYard before, Donnell?
Yes.
If I just share my screen, it's going to share that drawing, right?
Possibly. Not really for sure because I never actually shared my screen, so I really don't know.
Mona, Mona,
Mona, help
no,
us.
I'm going to share it, and you're just yell really quick if you can't see it. So I'm going to
Okay.
used to make a fidget box. Wow. Okay, so I am going. Well,
Mike says paging Mona.
Mona. Well, I don't have a video file. Let's see. Share screen. Well, we'll just do that. Oh, and Okay, can you see that?
Oh, I see it.
Okay, I am going to draw for whoever entered. There's 16. Hold your breath and hope you win. And
Mona,
Mona!
Mona, you got a goodie bag coming, love.
All right. Yay, Mona. So we are, you can, if you still want to enter, Mona, you can't enter again. If you still want to enter, we're going to draw one more. Oh, Liana, this is past your bedtime. Hey, Brenda, how are you? Actually, I go to bed really early too. Rita's been going live at like 9 o'clock. I'm like, I can't even. I can't do it. Liana, you're up at the crack of dawn too. Liana, you're just like us. Oh, you guys are so funny.
Sweet dreams, Liana.
So,
hey, Brenda.
I'm sorry, I'm over here reading the chat, and Joe said that you can enlarge the foam pillow concept and enlarge as ceiling pillows for kids. Oh.
Awesome.
Oh, I think if I made it any bigger, I would have wars in my house. So if you put exclamation Donnell, and that's with 2 L's. Is Kathy going? Bye, Kathy. Thanks
Bye,
for
Kathy.
So exclamation Donnell, we will have another a drawing here in a couple minutes, and I'll let everybody go ahead and draw for that. Now, Donnell Quasar is very quiet tonight. Is he asleep too?
He's not asleep. He's actually currently taking his swing and grabbing it and then letting it go and swing without him on it right now.
Okay.
This is the time of the night where it's like he'll get really silent and then all of a sudden he'll start screaming for his nighttime calls because the birds love to do their nighttime calls. They're actually all 3 very quiet right now. So if you hear any tweeting or anything right now, it's actually the TV that I have playing up here because I keep bird videos playing for during the work week whenever I'm not in here so much that whether they don't get lonely.
I'm Melanie and Jules and Carol. I don't think I said hello to you, and if I missed anybody. Now, I will say that if there is anybody who would like to come on, if you have a small shop, if you're a creator and you would like to come on a future video, then you can just go ahead and email me at awkwardquilterga@gmail.com, and we can set up something where you can come up. Some days there'll be a panel. Is that mine?
Huh?
I said I heard something. Hey, Denise, how are you?
Hey, Denise, no worries. We're still live, so you're not late. Enter exclamation Danelle for a free giveaway for goodie bags that I made up.
Yes, a cute. She's already showed it, so you'll have to. You'll like it when it comes in. I'm glad that she was able to do that.
And y'all didn't even get to see the big things in there.
And then for future shows, not the summer, because if you're like me, hi Sandra K, if you're like me, we're kind of wanting to enjoy the summer. Well, I only have June and July because August is too hot and you can't get out there. I mean, you can't breathe in Georgia, in Southwest Georgia. You can't breathe in August. It just sucks all the air out of you.
Yeah, I remember how it was living when I lived in Tennessee. So
That's okay, Melanie. Um, Now, there will be an opportunity for anybody who catches the replay. I do have a mystery gift, but that is after the replay that I will tell you about. And if I don't, yeah, Mike, I
Mike is crazy.
really at the Hamptons. I can't afford the Hamptons. I cannot afford the Hamptons.
Now, do you like doing the cathedral window design?
I have looked at it and I have not started one. But I
have made one, and I actually make them into Christmas ornaments.
Look how cute that is.
Yep, I have this one here that has like peppermint candies on it, and I do a button in the center. And then I have a red one here that I have like like little mason jars that have all different like little Christmas oriented type of things on the inside of them. But these are some of my favorite things to make for Christmas time for my Etsy store.
So one of the things and one of the reasons why I have Christmas in my mind is because I really want to do some vintage looking like Christmas ornaments. And I want to use some of my scraps like you would have done back in the day, you know,
yes.
Back in the day that they used pieces of lace or whatever that they had around. And so not so much red and green or gold, you know, but what you have to make a tree. Michelle said she needs the mason jar. Do you have a TV on?
Just the video out there playing on the TV up there. Did you need me to turn that off?
Oh, they were saying that you could hear it. So, but so, yeah, the little pillows are cute. So I'm going to be watching a whole bunch of. I'm going to be looking at YouTube and seeing a whole bunch of people make all these different ornaments and stuff. And maybe we'll sew one together. But we did, and I am writing a pattern for this sometime this fall. I'm in the process of finishing up the pattern anyway for sounds like a newscast. That's what Brenda said.
So if you guys are hearing anything for another TV, it might be my husband and son in the other room, even though my door is shut.
I'm the same way. My husband is a little hard of hearing, so I actually have
he claims that he's not, but I can usually hear the TV in the front room down in the basement when I'm working. I'm usually texting him, volume, please.
Debbie, that's so sweet of you. You know, that's one thing I never ask people to do. I never ask people to like or.
I never remembered to ask people that.
Yeah, because I just figure it's just like a phone call. You know, we're just all kind of sitting around talking. But I'm gonna try. Did everybody enter hashtag exclamation Donnell with 2 L's? Y'all ought to try Southeast Texas near the Gulf. I love the Gulf of Mexico. Hi, Denise. How are you? If anybody has come in, come on, Mike. Come on. If anybody is late coming in, you can put exclamation mark Donnell. And I'm going to give you a couple minutes if you have not entered, and we are going to draw a gift. There will be a mystery gift for anybody who watches the replay, because I'd like to include the people who watch the replay. Everybody's on different timelines and everything else.
And if you want to know how to spell it, it's right here.
Yes, without the S, without the apostrophe and the S.
I'm like, let me see if I can get that pointer right. It's so hard when they're looking at the mirrored version of.
Oh, they're talking about drinking coffee. She's drinking some of her coffee.
Mama Debbie's always drinking that coffee. I don't know how in the world she ever sleeps.
You know what? That reminds me, Leona had sent me a little packet of coffee too, and it's still in my pantry. I need to pull that out.
Are you serious? She sent me some, and I try and drink that up first thing.
I think I hit it, and I couldn't remember.
Oh my gosh, girl! I was trying like zoom nonstop. I'm like, I need more of this. Where do I get more of this?
Gotta buy some. Gotta buy some. So if everybody is in, I'm gonna try and share my screen again. And so let's share screen. Give away to share. Mona, you're not winning again. So we're gonna.
You only get one, Mona.
We are drawn again. Good luck. Good luck. Good.
Kathy Quilts and Crafts. Congratulations, love.
Is she still in here?
I don't know.
Is Kathy
are you still here?
We'll give her a minute. And if she's not here, we will draw again because Kathy went to sleep, but I'm not sure which Kathy it was. Kathy, calling Kathy Quilts and Crafts.
Kathy, where is you?
Oh, Deb, she left. Okay, well then we can just.
Well, then I guess we need to roll again.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll give her 30 seconds.
Okay.
Just to be fair, I'll give her 30 seconds. So, what's your plans for the summer? You got anything big going on, Donnell, that you're creating, that you're doing? I think Mona asked earlier how many craft shows do you do?
Oh, yeah, I seen that, but we were busy talking about something else, and I completely forgot to answer that. I'm so sorry, Mona. So last year I was averaging about one a month, and that became just too much and too overwhelming, especially since I started my YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm only doing 2 a year, one in the spring and one towards the end of summer, and both of them are held through the city I live in, and it helps support their recreation center, which they do a lot of programs for seniors and for children. So
okay, did that
it doesn't cost an arm and a leg.
Yeah, well, sometimes the entry fees are.
Yes.
And I know that I spoke to one woman at a fair because I don't live too far from where Jimmy Carter lives, or from the former president Jimmy Carter. I don't, and they have a peanut festival there all the time, and they have people that do the crafts and stuff. And one woman was telling me that sometimes they do not make enough in that fair for the price that they pay, and then having to ship everything in.
Yeah, that's the reason I've always kept mine local. And the more expensive ones that I did last year was like $85 to $100 a show, and I was barely clearing that. And didn't even compensate me for the cost of the fabric of the items that I sold. So I was starting out in the negative to begin with.
Well, now there's this show called Mistletoe Market that is twice a year, and I think it's an hour and a half away from me. And again, I don't craft. I quilt and I play at crafting. But it was, I think, $1,500 a table.
Oh
1,500 because
my
they
goodness.
have huge vendors that come in, and it was $1,500 a table. And when I was walking around this market, and I saw some of the things people
Okay,
made.
thank you. When I get them on the Zoom. Sorry.
No, that's okay. But it was really costly, and I didn't know how some of these crafters could afford $1,500 a
Yeah, I
table.
don't know. See, with the one that for here in Roseville, they only like the past one I paid, I want to say 25 or $35, and I left there making 145.
Mm. Kathy, you came in just under the gun. Somebody must have been texting you or messaging you and said, "Hey, you won." See, that's because I like you, Kathy. And so I said, I'm gonna wait, and I'm gonna wait for you. I'm gonna wait for you. But congratulations, Kathy. So Mona and Kathy, you do need to either email me or Donnell so she can get your information and send that out to you. So Donnell, what's your email address?
It's DonnellStitchery@gmail.com. So my name that you see up on the screen over here at gmail.com.
Do you have the apostrophe S?
It's just the S, no
Okay.
apostrophe.
Else. And this doesn't look right. Just let me know.
Nope, that's good.
Okay, so you can either email me or you can email Donnell so that she can get your information and get that sent to you. And at the end of the live, I will give you instructions for those watching. And I know who's here, I know who watches the replay. As far as winning a mystery gift, and you will be notified by the collections. You know, if I comment saying that you won, to contact me, so I can send you off a mystery gift. And
Awesome sauce.
does anybody have any questions for Donnell or anybody? Do you have any questions for me? Again, I would really like if you know of anybody, if you want to come up on my live. Um, again, sometimes we'll have panels. I think next week we'll have a panel. So I will open the floor to people who subscribe, because we got to keep the trolls out. So people who subscribe, you'll be welcome to come up for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, the whole time. The plan is this will not go more than an hour. And I will be live next week for Memorial Day. And I'm clapping because I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to the Hamptons, Mike, but I am getting a day off. So an extra day
Oh
off.
my gosh, I know. It's like I dread how much work I got to do between now and Friday. But at the same time, I'm excited about having Monday off of work. I'm like, yes.
I think you said your
So the
kitties.
kittens are $7.50. I'll have those posted up on my Etsy store sometime this weekend. However, this Saturday, I am doing a de-stash sale on my channel. So if you guys want to buy anything from me, I'll be showing a bunch of my stuff, and you'll just email me, first come, first serve. And I'll be showing all my stuff. If there's a specific color of a kitten you would like, you could also email me, because I do also do custom orders.
Very good. Very good. So, Donnell, I was going to ask you something. And you don't understand. My brain is normally fried by the end of
Oh, I'm struggling to stay awake right now. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, my brain
This
is
is
normally
usually right now. I usually have a full tummy and laying on the couch, getting ready to curl up with Loki to go to sleep on the couch.
well, and that plus the fact that I'm at that age where, and Mike, you know about it because you're like 90 or something. Um, I'm at that age where you remember something and a minute later you just forget. You walk
Yes.
into the room, you forget. I have notes all over the place, and it's not because I don't remember certain things. It's just you're thinking about work, you're thinking about family, you've got, this and that going through your brain, and it just all gets jumbled up. And then I dream things at night about work or something, and I will wake up and say, well, now is that really job related? Did I really forget to do that? Or am I just causing myself more stress? Oh,
So
my,
Mona, if you want, just message me, because since you're one of my members of my channel, so if you want, just message me and we'll work that out there. Loki is actually my Yorkie. He is my 15-year-old Yorkie and everything, and he's got a lot of health issues and everything. So he knows around 7:30 is usually starting around cuddle time, where he knows Mama comes out there and sits on the couch, and he lays down right. He has to be laying right beside my legs the entire time. If he's not, if I move my leg, he freaks out and moves over closer.
Hi, June and Yo Patty G and
Hey,
anybody I
Patty
met.
G.
So sorry if I forgot. If I forgot, I was just taking in everything. Donna, and y'all really don't know. Some people follow Becca and they get excited to see Becca, and they get excited to see Donna, which they're all great people. But I get really excited to see the smaller channels and get to interact with them because I feel like, okay, they can relate to me. They can, and I
Right?
like that homey feel of it. And
Yeah,
Donnell
definitely.
was great.
So Yo Petty G, the weather here in Michigan right now is storming. We had thunderstorms taking place, so it's been storming off and on since sometime this afternoon. It'll go from beautiful blue sky and white clouds to second later thunderstorming, and then right back to the blue sky and white clouds. I'm like, can you make up your mind?
Debbie, Debbie, you're gonna come up with me on a live one day? Are you gonna be awake at 8 o'clock, full of coffee? I keep telling Mike he needs to come up with Deb and me. So
Oh Lord, you asking for double trouble now.
love you too, Deb. Heck yeah. But listen,
Hey, so Terry.
Deborah Wing and I do a live on Sunday mornings at 7. I didn't do one this past Sunday. And Deb does better on a morning lives because she has that quality time with her hubby at night. And Rowena comes up and we just kind of talk. We start our Sundays, and normally I'll show you something I bought because they're enablers, and they show me something and I say, oop, I gotta get that, and I'm here to tell you that I cannot hand embroider. So I went out. Deb said something about hand embroidery, got the little book, got me a little kit, and yeah, no. Excuse me. I asked my husband, he's been having a slow patch at work, and he says, well, he's got to find some things to do. And I said, well, I got some embroidery for you. You want to embroider?
Oh
And
my
then I can just tell everybody I did it. But it's at 7 o'clock for your early risers. So if you feel like you miss the late shows because you have to wake up early for work and you're too tired at night, there's always Sunday morning lives, and Deb is hilarious. Oh,
God.
and she is going to be on Donnell's live
Yes,
Saturday.
this Saturday.
And so if and Micah, I'm still waiting for your Phyllis Diller hair to come on. Was it Phyllis Diller? You and your Phyllis Diller hair. But yeah, and if I can't make it, watch that live, I will watch the replay. You know, Saturdays are my running around days,
Oh yeah.
and I'm got to get food so I can feed my husband so he will not say anything when I buy fabric. So yes.
And
So,
Kathy Quilts and Crafts, you are so welcome, hon. She said thank you to me and you both.
oh well, I'm glad we waited for you, Kathy. You were just under the gun. You almost missed it. So, but so any last words, anybody? I know that
Anybody got any more questions for me or
I did post her Etsy shop link and her YouTube link. Of course, you can all find her. You know,
and underneath any of my videos, you can also find my Etsy store link there as well if you ever lose it.
and I just want to say support Donnell. She's really sweet, and I think sometimes she takes on a little bit too much because
Always,
she doesn't know how to
always.
say no.
My husband and son is always getting after me, as well as Mama Debbie and all the
Yeah.
renegades getting after me for all the time for taking on too much. But I gotta stay busy. Keeping busy helps my anxiety from overthinking
Mm-hmm.
and
But
going crazy.
yeah, but sometimes not saying no can lead to more anxiety, as I know because I have a hard time saying no myself. So,
Yeah, and I've been getting a little bit better. I've been trying to practice some restraint.
mm-hmm.
Not much,
Uh-huh.
but some.
So Donnell, I have a project that I need you to work on
No,
while you work.
sorry. I got Yep, I'll add it right up to the end of this whole list. See this? This is whips.
Oh no, oh no. I'm finishing mine, and next year my goal is not to have more than 3 quilts going at one time because that gives me anxiety when I can't finish things.
Let's see, for me, my biggest anxiety is the fact that, okay, in the hype of the challenge, the Legit Kit Lion Challenge that Donna Hime Bayin gave to so many creators, I'm
Mhm.
in the chat. I was not even part of the challenge. And I created my own challenge.
You challenge yourself to.
Yes, I challenged myself. The only legit kit I have done, and I have not completed yet, is a vortex.
Hmm.
Instead, I decided I'm going to take on this lion of getting just the pattern from legit kit instead of getting the fabric, just the pattern, and using my stash to create the entire thing. Oh my God.
Mona said her biggest anxiety is I'll forget my own name.
Lord, I wish people would forget mine sometimes.
Yeah, June, I just really have to get this year. This year has been a little crazy because I had the sampler so long. I had some other things going. I am 2 months behind on this Cotton Cuts PMQ. And then when you start the YouTube, and bless you to everybody that makes
Hey,
videos.
Teresa.
Hey, Teresa Louise, bless you to all you people who make 2, 3, 4 videos a week. I don't know how you do it because it takes time and to create it.
I haven't even recorded this week's yet. That's
Yeah.
tomorrow. I'll be doing that after work tomorrow so I can get it posted right away and hope and pray everything works good.
And one of my biggest things is I cannot create in a space that has piles. Everything has to be put away. I can only work with what's in front of me because I get distracted and say, "Ooh, look, I need to finish that one," and I pull
Ooh,
it, and ooh, look.
pretty.
So I have to focus on one thing at a time, and maybe two, and I'll be so happy, Debbie, when I get them quilts done. I got one left to bind, then it's bye bye to Donna, and I can mark that off my list.
I got a nice big stack for you, Mama Debbie. That's gonna be coming here soon. I'm
Yeah.
hoping to have all of mine done up by the end of this weekend, so on Tuesday I can get them out to you.
Yeah. I'm. Oh, you're so. Are you sending yours to Debbie? I'm sending
I'm
mine to
sending.
Donna.
Well, this stack here are ones I have not quilted.
Oh, okay.
So because I got so much going on, Mama Debbie told me just make up the tops and then send them to her. She said it only takes her like an hour and a half to quilt and bind them for each one. So she said for me just to send them to her and she'll do the quilting and binding of them. So I've been working on piecing a bunch of tops together to send over to her.
Okay. Well, mine are quilted, so they'll be done.
Yeah,
You're
I have
welcome,
like
Debbie.
two,
You're
I have
welcome,
like I think
Debbie.
three that are going straight to Donna that are completely done. And then I have like 4 or 5 here. Plus I got like another three or four more that I'm gonna be piecing together this weekend.
Very good. So anyway, we are getting ready to wrap it up for
It's
the
that coming.
evening.
I'm hungry.
Oh, you haven't eaten? I ate like early.
We
Even had
normally do, but we were running around looking at vehicles for me earlier because I'm get myself a new vehicle and got back in time to put together the mystery bags and then the guy's been cooking. So
yeah, Debbie, I'll send it straight to Donna. You emailed me. You told that's what you told me to do. So I'll send it to Donna, and I hope I have it done this week. And I've got one more to bind, and that's it. My 6 is done. No more, no more. But it has been
thank you,
so.
Joe.
It
Thank you,
has
Mike.
been so much fun. Again, there is a mystery giveaway. So if you are watching the replay and you would like to have a chance at, and even if you were on here, but you have to wait until the video ends before you comment. If not, it doesn't count. Um, all you have to do in order to enter the giveaway is to tell me one thing that you learned from Donnell today, whether you enjoyed it, something she did, what it was something that she shared with you, just one thing that was a takeaway from Donnell. And if you've been reading the chats, just ignore Mike and don't say that they have to swimming or anything else, but just one takeaway. And I will notify you by your comment how you to get your information, to email me and get your information to get that off in the mail. You guys are just
Be
so funny.
nice.
Yeah, you guys are such a great group of people. Y'all are wonderful creators. I love watching you. I don't always get to comment because again, you're on my big screen and you're keeping me company while I'm working. Um, and sometimes I have to turn it off and pause it and put you in my queue because I want to see something specific you're making. So if you ever want to come up, 7 a.m. or 8 p.m., 7 a.m. Sundays or 8 p.m., just email me and I will make a space for you on the panel. We'd love to have you. We'd love to have you share. And I think next week, because it's Memorial Day weekend, it's just going to be an open panel for any subscriber who wants to come up and just kind of hang out and talk. So that's because some people will be away enjoying the sun that I don't like, and the water that I do not like, and the heat that I do not like. But I've enjoyed it. Thank you, Donnell, so much for coming.
Thank you for having me. It was such a pleasure to be your very first person on here.
Yeah, and it was so much fun just getting to talk to you outside of the chat.
Finally, outside of a chat.
So we enjoyed having you. Y'all have a good, safe night. Keep sewing, keep creating. I love it. I love watching you all. Thank you all so much for being here. And remember, those people who won, Kathy and Mona, contact Donnell so she can get your little goodie bag out to you.
Yep. I
Thank
just need you
you.
to email me your mailing address. So I can get that sent out.
Thank you
Bye.
so much. Good night. Good night, Donnell. Thank you. Love
Night.
y'all. Bye. Bye, everybody.